Good morning YouTube and welcome back to my Celts game on Civ 5, in which last time we were just sort of expanding, consolidating ourselves. If you remember, we started the game with a 6-city start. You can see here pretty much there's sort of 6 cities in the middle. Cardiff, Douglas, Edinburgh, Dublin, Truro, Nantes that were our big ones. We built the National College in Edinburgh and we've now expanded as much as we can to Penzance, Aberystwyth, Cork and Glasgow up here. So we're on 10 cities at the moment, as you can see. We are using our religion to good effect. We've got 40 tourism at the moment, and mosques are still being built around. If you remember, we reformed our religion to give us 2 tourism. There we go, another one. 2 tourism for every building we build with faith, so that includes these mosques. And you can actually see, there we go, we are now rising with everybody. Even at this ridiculously early stage of the game, we're unlikely to win a tourist victory. Don't get too excited, but what it does mean is that, you know, if we were to go and fight Poland now, which we may go and fight Poland, or say Korea, for instance, in a turn or two, it would mean that we would essentially be able to take their cities with very little unrest or population loss. So it gives us a lot of advantages and sort of options, which is nice, which is very nice. Okay, so Nantes has finished its amphitheatre, therefore I'm going to get the Cayley Hall working. If you remember, Cayley Halls will give us extra happiness in every city, which is very handy indeed. And I'm also going to build a lighthouse here, just because I've noticed there's 2 fish sources here that aren't being worked, so let's get 2 work boats after that as well. Now, let me just explain something about local city happiness. Local city happiness is something you need to take a lot of care of when you play wide like this. If you look, we've got 51 unhappiness generated by population and 42 local city happiness. So it's essentially 51 minus 42. We've got 9 unhappiness at the moment that could be avoided, essentially by filling up our cities with local city happiness. Now, let's just check that quickly. If you go into the economic overview, you can see here we've got our 10 cities, and actually, they're fairly good. I mean, they're quite low on population at the moment, but a few of them are growing quite nicely. Edinburgh and Truro, for instance, Douglas. We want to up the food as much as we can. But here we go, local resources and happiness. You can see which ones are actually causing me unhappiness. So you can see here, there we go. Edinburgh is causing me 6 unhappiness because you can see the local city happiness is a lot smaller than the actual unhappiness being caused. Now, the unhappiness being caused by a city, you've got to take away 3 from all of these, because if you remember, you actually get 3 unhappiness just from having a city in the first place. We've got 10 cities, 30 unhappiness generated from cities, so really, there's actually 3 unhappiness from Edinburgh, nothing from Dublin, nothing from Cardiff, 2 from Truro. Okay, fair enough. So it looks like Edinburgh has got the most local city happiness in it at the moment. So let's just take a look at the buildings it's got. We have got here a circus, a coliseum. That's the 4 happiness there, with a pagoda, which is 6, and a mosque, which is worth 7. So basically, every city we've got should comfortably be able to get to 7 happiness. 5 if there's no circus available, but I think most of my cities have a circus available. So 10 added the Cayley Hall, or 8 without the circus. So I want to see at least population 8 on all of my cities, and I want to max them out at population 10. Now, I'm actually going to stop Edinburgh from growing now. Even though it's my capital, now it's got to 10. That's the maximum happiness I'm ever going to get to with Edinburgh. So we're going to flick it back to default focus, and we're going to put it on food. Now, every city that gets to 10, I'm going to do the same thing. Once we go into ideologies, I can get ways of making me even happier than that. But we want to be building an excess amount of happiness so that when we go to war and we expand, we have happiness available to actually fight people off comfortably. Otherwise, there's no real point. Now, Sophia has been taken over by the Mayan religion. God, that's so annoying. If it weren't for that Mayan religion, I would have actually taken them all off now. I would have religious primacy. So that's something I need to actually take a look at, actually. Okay, let's just take a quick look. We can steal banking. Banking, again, is a nice high-tech technology for us. So let's do that quickly. We've stolen 3 things from Venice now. It's been well worth having us by there. And banking is very, very good for a wide empire. You stick a bank in every city, and it will give you extra gold in every city quite comfortably. Here we go. Poland is still marbleizing. They're longswordsmen near my territory. They all can come and have a little check out. Check out, see what I'm doing? Yeah, let's work together, Korea. I need at least one friend. Now what I need to do is I need to convince people... Oh, very well, fine, Shoshone. They don't like me anymore. Essentially, I need at least one friend because I need my religion to go through in the World Congress. I annoyed a lot of people by putting it through, so I need people to actually vote for it. You can see Persia have taken my religion. They're still guarded, but I reckon I can swing them over. Venice is just outright hostile towards me, which is a shame. But there we go. I keep spreading my religion and they'll forgive me in time. Okay, we've finished that research now. That's good. So, now we've got crossbowmen. Crossbowmen are very solid and very powerful. We need to be thinking of going down here, maybe to chemistry, to get cannons, or ideally to dynamite. But before we go to dynamite, I think it's worth going to scientific theory. You can see here, we're only a few techs away from doing it. We'll get physics, get trebuchets, printing presses, and then those zoos are quite handy. Again, more happiness. For a wide empire, the maintenance is worth it. So we'll stick out for that. We'll go to... Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Wonderful, let's press ahead. So hopefully by the end of this, we will have begun to have grown our cities out a little bit. You can see here that our low value cities are beginning to grow now. There's only two that are left as population 2, but that'll disappear sometime soon as well. Yeah, we're good. Truro is about to level up as well. Shejani as well have fallen to my culture already. Wow, we're going to get a ridiculously early tourism victory if we're not careful. Here we go. So, who was I influential over? So he reckoned I'm influential with him. Yeah, Shojani. There we go. So if I were to attack him now, I'd get a 75% reduction in unrest time and population lost. I would essentially take all of his cities. So for instance, his capital of Mosenkan, I'd keep them with all pretty much population 8, which is worth it really. Saves me from having to rebuild. And with puppets, I can do all right. Oh, I've been given a pikeman. That's all great. Thank you very much. But I don't need that particularly. Aberystwyth doesn't actually have a garrison, so let's put that pikeman there. Dublin, you can put there. Glasgow and Cork have both got garrisons. Fair enough. Okay. Now, hopefully my workers will begin to build a road at some point once Glasgow actually has enough population to support it. I think that's probably what they're waiting for at the moment. But there we go. So yeah, we're keeping an eye out for population 10 in cities. Now, in terms of ideology, we want to be getting an ideology very quickly. And we're going to be going order. Order is one of my favourite ones, and it excels in wide empires. Essentially, it gives a little bonus to every city you've got on a lot of their things. It's very good at getting yourself happiness. It's very good at getting yourself extra production. And with 10 cities already, I definitely think it's going to be the best option for us. So that should be fun. It'll give us a lot of extra happiness going order, so we'll be able to expand our cities to a lot bigger places. But we will see. We will see. And you can see, actually, our workers have kept a lot of the original forests around. Hopefully they'll start to cut it down. I know it takes away the Celt faith bonus, but at this late stage in the game, I'm getting so much faith from my mosques and my pagoda. And the mosques and pagodas between them are giving me 50 faith per turn. That's far more. Stonehenge only gives 5 itself, so it was worth not investing in Stonehenge, I think. Right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at demographics. You can see here, Shejani have the most army, which is a bit worrying, but 65,000. I am going to catch up with that very easily. So, it's 100 golds for a crossbow upgrade. Let's just do those quickly. 4, 5, 6. That's why it's good to have a lot of money just kicking around. Now what it does is it just stops people from wanting to attack me. And it basically means I've got the army to back up any threats that I've got. I can kind of push at people. Oh no, look! The Mayans are just completely... Right, I'm going to save up for another great prophet, and I'm actually going to knock out their religion, I think. I'll go to Chichen Itza and Palenque, and I'll take away their religion. I need my religion to be the only unopposed one on the island. I mean, I've got the pressure. I mean, look, 72 pressure on Motion Carney. I should easily be winning this island, but I'm not. And that is annoying. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, Douglas is now population 10. That's great. I'm going to avoid growth. And I'm going to put it on default focus so that hopefully people will start to build fun things on it. You can see it's only got 4 production, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's in the middle of a flat plain. If only it was Netherlands, eh? Building polders everywhere. I'm just getting all my crossbow to guard using the hotkey. Okay, like so. Let's just see. So I was on 65,000, wasn't it? Oh, it's only pushed me up by 5,000. So maybe crossbows weren't the best of upgrades, but oh well. Oh well. You can't complain. It's still an upgrade. I'm actually thinking whether it's worth attacking now, or if waiting for an ideology is the best thing. I want to time my attack well to push my influence. The more land I've got, the more cities I've got, and the more space I've got for you know, mosques and pagodas, which is where I'm going to get the majority of my tourism from. Here we go. Poland's now influential as well, which is good. Wonderful. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing, people? I need to be building my other guilds, actually, thinking about it. Pikemen, you wait there. There's nothing for you to do at the moment. Poland has succumbed. Yes, I know. Sucks to be you. The other way to go is sort of down here to Persia. They've got a lot of space down here that we could be putting places on. I could put a city down in the Tundra. It wouldn't have much growth, but it would be possible. This would be a great income place down here, with all their terrace farms. Fair enough. Okay. Oh wow, Cardiff is finally beginning to grow. That's good. That is good. Wonderful. I don't know. There's no point locking that one anymore. I take the manual specialist control off just for a turn or two. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just let it grow nicely for a second. The amphitheatre is done, which means I need a Cayley Hall. But do I need that first, or do I need a caravan? Let's get a caravan up. And then after the caravan, let's get a Cayley Hall then. Wonderful. Like so. Okay. Oh wow, I've got no pictures at all. No pictures at all. Fair enough. We'll have to put up with that. He doesn't want open borders anymore, Darius. Oh man. Never mind. Never mind. That's just unfortunately something that'll happen when I begin to annoy people. But as I say, it'll all be worth it a little later on, when I am taking them all by force. Okay, so let's continue. They've completed the Globe Theatre, that's fine. Open borders have expired. Dublin has a Cayley Hall, that's great. No, genuinely great. I'm pleased about that. Not that sarcastic. Dublin doesn't have the great population, so there's no point building the Musicians Guild there. What I'm going to do instead is get a bank going, I think. Yeah, build a bank. And then after that, build a workshop. I need to start building workshops everywhere, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to build factories a little bit later. So let's just add a bank to the end of this one as well. Caravan, Cayley Hall, and then bank, and then workshop, like so. Cayley Hall, bank, workshop. And then back workshop like that. Douglas is still building a university, that's fine. Build a workshop after that. Library here. Fair enough. Library here. Library here. Library here. I just want them to build a university pretty much as soon after the library as they can, so that's fine. Let's see what Edinburgh has decided to do with its specialists. That would be quite interesting to know. It's putting both, yeah, markets and university specialists. Fair enough. Fair enough. A great merchant wouldn't be too bad, to be honest. A little bit of gold. So, the most important thing for me is to attempt to try and get my religion back in. So yeah, I'm going to send a religious guy all the way to Palankik. You can see here we've gone world religion, so Islam has died unfortunately for it. There's no more here. Venice has only got the one city, but that's a city-state. I've got 27. So my religion is the dominant religion, and we want it to be. I want that to be voted in as the world religion because it'll start to spread a lot quicker. Seoul is yet a little bit far away from Kaizil. I would have thought that would have been within 13 tiles, actually. No, maybe not, actually. A little far away. Fair enough. England, do they have a religion? No, they don't. In fact, they don't even have a pantheon. I dare. The atheist nation strikes back. Okay. Let's just keep pressing ahead. There's not much to do at the moment, really. Not much to do at all. But we're very close to getting our great prophet, which should be good fun. Oh, musketman from Poland. Oh, blimey. That is a little tougher than anything I've got at the moment. There we go. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna call this episode to an end now, just because I'm losing the pictures and it's beginning to really annoy me. But I'll reset and I'll reload and I'll do all that and I'll come back in a little bit. But thanks again for watching. Next time we will continue to grow. You can see here. I'm just gonna go into the economic overview, and you can see in terms of population, when you start to add all that up, even though we don't have anywhere near as population as say Venice with 24, it does add up. In fact, let's test my theory here. So, 256 points from population. Let's see if anyone can beat that. Twice the population of Venice, Poland, even more than Venice as well, and Persia, and England, and Korea, and Maya, and the Shojoni. And hopefully, even though I've gone wide, yeah, I'm only one behind average on literacy. So, really, you know, going wide, it can work with the right civ, and it's really good fun to do, so I would recommend it thoroughly. Thanks very much for watching. Anyway, we'll continue, and next time, hopefully, we'll push ahead, get the printing press, and hopefully get somewhere towards getting public schools. Thanks for joining me. See you in a bit. Bye!